What up, y'all? It's Yaya with the Rising Dandelion, and I am here to provide Cancer their 2025 insight using some dice, cards, and stones. And so, here, whatever placements you have in Cancer on your natal chart, and if you don't know, I'm sorry, but you definitely should look it up. Um, this information may help you for the new year. So, let's go ahead and get it started. All right, Cancer. What do we need to see for you next year? Cool. All right. So, Cancer. All right, you guys naturally really good workers. I mean, have y'all ever seen a crab? They all they do is work, animal and human. So here what I am seeing is first dice is a 4. So with 4, y'all are water signs. Naturally, you guys can get lost in the sauce of energy, whether the energy is flowing, getting lost in the depths, or not really being able to have an anchor. So the most important message that's coming out for you guys is to be grounded. So find your grounding, find however that looks like for you. If it's taking a walk, if it's meditating, if it's coloring, if it's a hobby, if it's doing chores, whatever that looks like for you. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but in order to be able to see progress, that is going to be something that you need, because a river has literally 2 land and a bunch of rocks to help create structure. The ocean, I don't want to say it's bottomless because there is a bottom, but it's pretty deep, and even then, there are rocks, there are anchor points for animals and life. So for you, you also need to have an anchor point for your life. Um, Rest, because y'all are workaholics. Not trying to call you guys out, but y'all are workaholics. And also with that, there needs to be the mental and emotional balance to make the physical balance work in your favor. So when you're thinking of how to bring balance into your world with emotionally cry, you guys are literally a water sign. I don't even know how else to tell you that in the most easiest way, but cry, write, release, do however you need to do to feel better, because you guys use work to distract yourselves. You guys use work to remove whatever is making you feel or think, and you guys can't do that in 2025. It's just not going to work the same. And so I keep feeling like I have hair on my arm, but it's just my hair. So what I am also seeing is like you guys get irritated from overworking too much, and then you start snipping and you start trying to pinch people, and that's just not going to work either in any type of way. There it is, I found it. But as long as you heed the information that I am sharing, you are going to see one of two things. So some of you may see this sooner, some of you may see these later, because there's 2 6s that I've thrown out here. So in the first part of this message, depending on where you're at, you will either be forced into an ending and new beginning, be forced to release control of what you think is working right now because you're just in go mode, just trying to keep it going, or you're on the other side where you've already rested and you're starting to see the progress and you're starting to be like, all right, let's just go for it and just going for the swim, right? But however this looks, you need to allow yourself to experience. You need to allow yourself to be present, because water knows no enemies. As much as people talk shit on zodiac signs, you're needed. I'll tell you that right now, you are needed. Okay, I ain't no Cancer, but I know a few. I live with a few, and I know how hard y'all are hard workers. I know how you guys love, and I know how you guys can be. And so with that said, um, if you are having trouble with letting go of control, allowing yourself to flow, this is going to be the moment where in this third dice there's a 2, where you need to just reassess and reflect and see what it is that you need in order to be able to allow yourself to have more balance. So if you're resting, yes, great, but you can't be thinking about tomorrow. You You can't be thinking about what you're going to be doing or how you're going to get this next dollar or what you got to do next week. No, rest is rest. So how can you make yourself stop doing that? Well, if you have a workout plan, cool, there's a workout plan. But this workout plan, does it include rest and making sure you're nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself? Does it include all the things that you need? Or are you just going to keep doing what you're doing? So however that looks, create balance for yourself. Because Cancer, I mean, you guys are in the hottest part of the year, first off. So it's really hard to just be like, whatever. But this is where you need to milk the sun. This is where you got to enjoy the surroundings, be in your element, go on vacation. If you have PTO and you haven't used it, shame on you. Don't let these businesses take over your whole life. But at the end, whether you've actually sat down with yourself or not, the shifts are going to happen. Progress is going to come. As long as you're giving yourself that break, that's what you deserve. That's where the 2 6s are. There's a 6, and a 2 in the middle. So whichever way, right? But in this last part, because you probably either don't know how to let go of control, don't know how to surrender to your spirits, don't know how to maybe bring in the rest aspect, whatever part that looks like, there may be a new beginning in the store. So if you're working towards seeing a new beginning, especially around your birthday time, here in the summer, because this is at the very end, so I'm thinking either the summer or in the winter, because you guys molt, okay? You guys are crabs. You're gonna molt, you're gonna change, you're gonna transform, you're gonna need a bigger shell, you're gonna grow into this bigger, better person. But if this new beginning, doesn't make sense right now, what I'm saying, it's because you haven't actually sat with it. You don't know all the answers. You haven't painted a clear picture, and that's what's needed. But you won't know right now because you haven't rest, you haven't gotten balanced, you haven't let go of control, and you don't know exactly what it is that you want to do, who you want to be, and where you want to go, So taking time out for that is very important, because if you're not, you're just going to be there making the little balls of sand that crabs make, and then just making a little pile and just doing the same thing over and over and over. And then you're going to get irritated why nothing is happening. And then you're going to keep doing that. And then you're going to be like, gah! And you're going to pinch at people, and no one's going to like that. And then you turn into the crab with the knife. And nobody wants to be the crab with a knife. And then you want to be the crab in the bucket. Nobody wants to be the crab in the bucket. So I'm just saying, take a break. To my dad and my brother, take a freaking break. Anyways, all right. Cancer, what is it that we need to see today for 2025? What is the insight for 2025? Because I'm pretty sure everything's gotten out. Not even surprised. This is the freaking card of rest. I don't make these things up. I just don't, okay? So rest is important. This rest is going to show you where it is important to invest your time, money, and energy, because all 3, once they are spent, you cannot get back the same way. You cannot hold it the same way, and you cannot ask for it back the same way. It just doesn't work that way. Time continues to move forward. $1 is spent to make sure you're good, and the energy that you dispense is never the same every day. You can always have more love. You can always have more energy if you're resting. You can always be able to see clear if you're allowing yourself the time to actually pour into your cup instead of pouring into others, because y'all's act of service is outrageous, okay? Not saying to my dad and my brother, but I'm just saying. Not trying to call y'all out, because I didn't look at them. They were face down. There we go. But if there's anything that I know, has already called out my family. Patience. Patience is key here. You guys know how to make things happen, and you like to be focused on the thing that is happening. But if it's like, okay, I'm laying down, I'm arrested. Like, no. Give yourself the time that you need for the year. So if it takes 6 months to figure out how to rest, great. Because in that next 6 months, you're doing it. That's just what it's going to be. And that's what this shows here too. So this rest, this patience, like, you can try to cut all the corners you want in your journey, but the real magic is in the patience. You learn a lot when you allow yourself to be patient. You allow yourself to experience and to learn in the moment, because then God, angels, Orisha, ancestors, spirit guides, whoever you're working with, doesn't have to speak twice. You're listening the first time, and you're a good worker. So if you're a good worker, you're listening the first time, you feel me? So here, with the things that you learn in the journey of patience, because this is the year summary, 2025 equals 9. So this is really going to teach you guys patience. It's going to force you guys into patience. But these two cards together, they equal 12. So there's going to be a lot of aha moments, a lot of intuitive moments happening, dreams, messages, synchronicities, things happening to expand your mind and your spirit, because that's what you're getting ready to molt into for 2026. But it's going to take 2025 because you have to work towards that. It just doesn't happen overnight, okay, guys? Now, with this, there is going to be change that is needed in order to be able to make this successful. Now, when we see patience, patience is a virtue. Let me tell you, that mantra has gotten me through so much. But when I say you cannot jump the corner, you cannot. Patience doesn't work that way. So, I mean, you're water. You're a water sign. Probably one of the most intuitive outside of Pisces. You know, I know there's Pisces, I know there's Scorpio. Like, you guys are all water. Literally, water is in everything. Water knows no enemies because everybody needs water, and you are intuitive. And if you don't believe your intuition, you don't believe the messages the first time you hear them, see them, feel them, whatever, then you are going to do yourself a disgrace and not allow yourself to get to where you need to be. All right, so as you can tell, I'm not trying to pick anything, but I'm just letting things fall. These are two, I have no idea what they are. So you may have to ask me in the comments which one, because this one I don't remember what it is, but it looks like some type of icy agate. I think it looks really, really nice. And this one, it's clear and it has, oh, you guys can't really see it, but it's clear, it has green, there's a little bit of brown. I have to look this one up again, but when I see this, it's definitely working heart and solar plexus area of your stomach. And when I see the icy one, I see the icy one as kind of like the overall spiritual, because it's white. So definitely, like, if you harbor a lot of anxiety, you harbor a lot of emotions inside, like, this is going to be where you have to work, where you give yourself that little bit of rest time and analyzation. You're making time to heal, and you're making time to think about things and how to transform that energy. And that's what's going to give y'all the biggest progress to your year. So I hope y'all liked the reading. Cancers, don't be all pinchy with me, but wherever y'all see this at, if it's here that you see likes, comments, and shares, or here, wherever that is, make sure to let me know how this resonated and how it works for you, and if you have any questions. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye.